This is an update a lot of people are asking about in the comments of my videos, and here we go. Yes, you can ripen peppers, cayenne peppers that is, in this instance, with just grow lights. This is my grow light setup. It's been very productive, and we've got banks of 3 on either side. I do also have some extra layers here when I'm not able to get this, like on the weekends when I want to sleep in. This is in my bedroom. Can add just a little extra, if you know what I mean, but I don't need to. And the ripening started before I did any of that. Here is another angle looking at the plant. It's wobbling because I spun it around, and you can see right here some of these green ones are starting to turn. Very cool. I love it. Now, I did some pruning since the last video to make sure that this didn't go too crazy, and also so the energy would go to where it needed to go, which is to the fruit, which is what we're doing. So we're accomplishing our goal. But at a certain point here, I'm going to cut these off. I'm going to save some of the seeds because this plant has been vibrant. And then we're going to allow more energy to go up here for some more growth, and maybe some more growth coming out of the lower part of the plant, which would actually be better. Make sure it doesn't tip over or anything like that. We also should probably consider going up to the 1-gallon container of soil, so that way this plant can take the next steps and not have its growth too much more stunted than it already is being. I started these September 30th, I believe, and this is towards the end of January when I'm recording this clip for context. We have another update today, and almost all of these peppers are turning color. I have not yet harvested one, but I'm going to do that today. We will do that here shortly. And look at how red all of these are. Amazing. I'm going to flip it around so we take a closer look. There's only one pepper that's still pretty much green. One other thing that I do want to point out, maybe this one right here will be a good example. Let's see. Okay, so right there, you can see that it's almost brownish. Sometimes it can look like there's rot or something not quite perfect. Totally normal, and just be patient for another couple days, and then it will get reddish like this right here. Let me see if we can zoom in on that. All right, that's it for this, and we will do some other cool stuff coming up next. I flipped this around so you could see this multicolored cayenne that's on its way to being fully ripe. Fully ripe and red like some of these others. That one is just a beauty. I've got a few other ones. This curlicue, I've never seen one like this before, but that was the first one on this plant. And you can see this one right there is also multicolored. Right now we're going to harvest the most ripe peppers, and we're going to do that by going up nice and close at the very top of the stem, leaving that on there at least for now. And we're going to do some seed saving here in just a second. There we go. We're going to get a better look at it. The way that the camera's picking up the light, you don't see, it's hard to appreciate just how red some of these are. Boy, and you can smell that pepper smell. Snipping those off. Got this one. Very red, very kind of weird. I'm going to save that one in a different container than the others. Spin this around. Spun it around to get a good tight look at this. These scissors are super sharp. Always be very careful when you're trimming using anything sharp like that. Last thing you want to do is lop off a finger. These scissors are tremendous. I'm going to leave a link in those in the description of the video. But again, be careful because sharp scissors are functional, sometimes too functional. When we come back, we are going to cut up some of these seeds and we're going to prep to save them. This is a better angle to appreciate just how beautifully red these peppers are. Sometimes cameras can trick the lighting in an not so favorable way. And the good news is all the energy that was going to these is now going to go to the other one. So we'll have ripe peppers real quick. And coming up next, we are going to slice into these and save some seeds. We are going to do this one on camera. I highly recommend using gloves. I just don't have a lot of time and I'm in a hurry. So there you go. So I slice that off. Typically there's a seed or so right at the top. Maybe I'll snip that off a little bit more without my finger being there. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we've got some seeds. So let me set the scissors off to the side. Again, if you are doing this, be very aware that putting your fingers in your eyes are not good. So if you just roll it like so, you can start dropping some seeds in here. And I'm using a clear container. You technically don't want to get light on them, so cover them up. I like to be able to see them clearly as they're drying. I've found it only takes about a week or so. You can save them longer. I typically do give it just a little bit more buffer. Oh, I think I just flung a seed. But this is the quick method. There are other people who have a different technique, but this one is mine. And again, do not get that on your fingers and get it on your face and get it in your eyes, because it will not be, you'll be pepper spraying yourself essentially. Cayennes, they're not the hottest, but they still have some kick. All right, so that's about that deep, about halfway into the pepper, you get that many seeds, and that's going to be more than most people can do in a couple seasons. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. The next time you see this, I'm going to be potting this container up to a 1 gallon container, and we are out.